All right, I have the third step of your shoulder exercises for you here. You should have gone through step 1, step 2, and now we're at step 3. The first 2 steps are very active exercises. They're actually forcing you to participate in them, to actually strengthen your muscles. They're about opening the chest. They're about strengthening the back. The next step here is about lengthening the muscles. It's going to be done repetition over time here. So what we have is we have a roll like this. It's called an OTPT roll. You can get them on Amazon for $20. You can get them at any sporting goods store for, and a lot of times you'll see them at Big Macs or, what is it, TJ Maxx or whatever, Marshalls or whatever the other one is, yeah. So what I'm going to have Alyssa do is I'm going to have her lay on her back with her bottom right here. All right. So what you can, and I'm going to have her give herself a big hug. Now a lot of times we can use this because what this will do is this will help to massage those tight muscles. So she's going to lift her bottom up and just push forward and backwards. There we go. Bring your feet closer a little bit. There we go. Now push yourself forwards. There we go. Can you feel that? Yeah. And backwards there. Keep going. And as you get better at it, you can actually, move your feet, bring your feet a little bit closer to your buttocks. You keep now push a little bit more this way. You feel that, and you're kind of in your mid back there too. Mm-hmm. So I would just have you roll up and down for about 30 seconds to a minute like this. And what that'll do is that'll break apart the fascia. It'll increase blood flow into the muscles there. And it'll increase just general flexibility within your mid back there. Your mid back is really the center of your spine there. So when the mid back is rigid, there's no way that we can get correction of the neck or the low back there. So this is your responsibility to keep this moving. Number 2 is what we're going to do. We're going to bring this down just a little bit right here. There we go. And I'm going to have you give yourself a hug. And you're just going to rotate all the way to the left. There we go. And you feel that stretching there? There we go. And then you can rotate all the way to the right. There we go. And so we're stretching over this. And we want to hold each of these for about 3 to 4 seconds there. And go to the left. There we go. And then you can kind of move down just a little bit more. There we go. And you can find that new spot. And each of you is going to be, you're going to be very different. You're going to find each person has different restrictions. So find kind of that sweet spot there and spend some time just stretching into this. After you've done this for a while, you feel like you're loosened up, what you can do is you can lift your bottom up. There we go. And now rotate. And you can kind of roll, now push up and down while you're rotating there. There we go. Just like that. And now turn to the right. And roll up and down there. Just like that, okay? We want to spend about 1 minute to 2 minutes doing that. You might not be able to do it easily at first, but that's where we're going to start. The goal is not where you are, once again, is where you're going to be. Okay, now I'm going to have you lay on your, let's have you lay sideways right here. I'm going to have you sit on your roll, lay on your back. All right, so what we're going to start off with is that you'll see she's a little bit wiggly there, so I'm going to have you spread your legs, give yourself a wide base. Okay. And this is now what happens is now we're having to really rely on our spine. So we're trying to develop proprioception or balance here. But we really can't do that until we're in a balanced position. So we're going to start off with trying to get our arms to 90 degrees. And when we're at 90 degrees, you'll find that you'll have a little bit more stability there. At first, you might not be able to get your arms past here. That's okay. Maybe bring your hands in closer to your head a little bit if you feel unstable. You can even bring your hands straight out, and that'll have a different stretch there. You feel like stretching different? Mm-hmm. Maybe even letting your arms drop down if you feel unstable in this position. But this is one of those 5-minute stretches here. So we want to be able to lay in this position for 5 minutes. As you get better at this, you can try to stimulate your body a little bit more by bringing your arms up there. It's a little bit more difficult being in that position. Mm-hmm. As you get better at it, what you can even do is you can even lift your right foot off the ground about 1 centimeter. See how hard that is? Now switch. There you go. You see how you're kind of falling off to that side? Yeah. So as you're playing with this, especially after you've been laying there for 5 minutes, you can try to lift your feet off there. If you feel like you're rolling, pay attention. Okay, so we know that she has a tendency to roll on this side, so she's going to really have to tighten up her body there we go, and create an awareness. And this will help you understand what your body is doing every single time that you're walking and you're lifting your foot off the ground. This is a 5-minute exercise. I wouldn't spend any more than 10 minutes in this position, but you can also roll side to side. So try to keep that right elbow to the ground. Keep that right one there and roll your pelvis to the left. There we go. And then rotate, switch. You feel that stretching in there? Good. Key on this one when it's time to get up. What I want you to do is just roll off, okay? And then just roll onto your back. And just spend a minute there, just letting your body relax. This is more powerful than you think it is. And just it's about time to kind of create an awareness of your body and think about what you just learned there. If you have any questions, any problems, any challenges, make sure you let us know. This is your exercise. This isn't our exercise. This is about you being the very best you and counteracting some of the lifelong challenges that we've had with sitting, sleeping, and standing. And so we gave them to you just because they're a necessity, not a good idea.